All right, all right, all right. I still can't sleep. Um, I was watching this National Geographic show right now, and they were talking about elephants, and it's crazy. One of these little baby elephants got stuck in the mud, and the mom elephant comes tries to help, but the more she's helping, the more this little baby elephant's getting stuck in the mud. Well, the mom's elephant's mom, which I guess would be the grandma, the way they're describing it in the show, goes and helps the two elephants, the mom and the baby, by pushing the mom out of the way and showing the mom how to get the baby elephant out. Then they talk about how they were passing along this information. As mammals, they're passing along, hey, look, this doesn't work, try this. They're passing, and that's the key to their survival. Sound familiar? They don't have anything in their way. They don't have to worry about how they look, what they're doing, how they appear to their friends. They're not worried about what they wear, what they're driving. All this stuff is unnecessary. I know they're elephants, and that doesn't equate to us, and they don't have to pay bills. That kind of coincides with what the fuck I'm talking about. We created a system for ourselves. We created a giant game that we're not gonna stop playing until we're all dead. Monopoly. We can pass along information. We can feed each other. We can live amongst one another without monopoly. We can build each other houses. We can supply each other with electricity. We can, without monopoly. Without saying, well, I got more than you got. Well, I'm gonna charge you to stay there. Well, I got some too. It's just an idea. Where I'm going with this, man, I don't even know. But the principles behind, man, I'm gonna go spend 12 hours somewhere so I can spend 2 hours with you before I go to sleep for 8 hours so I can go spend 12 more hours over there doing the thing for them. It doesn't seem like I'm getting the most out of my life. I'm spending most of my life working for you. Or for whoever, someone else other than my family. Now, that'd be different. Let's say that it's a family owned business, family owned and operated, and you get to spend time with your family all the time. Maybe your issues are a little bit different. I'd like to know what they are. Um, it's just food for thought, man. It's like we're killing ourselves with our own ideas. I think about the story about the Bible, the knowledge of good and evil, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and the Garden of Eden and all that, and the way I understand it, and it's the only way I understand it. But it just seems like once people accepted the information, once people accepted the knowledge of good and evil, once it was just the knowledge, really, it was just knowing that you could advance. I think the discipline is knowing when to stop advancing, when to say, hey man, we're pretty good right here. We don't need to go any further. We're so indigenous to this planet. We're we're like the only thing that doesn't belong here. We're the only thing that doesn't fit. Everything else has a perfect cycle. Perfect cycle runs in a circle continuously. That's how life's gonna be. Water hits the ground, gets picked up, that's all over again. Just a complete circle. Rain. Just life has a big circle, and we don't fit in none of that. We don't fit in none of that. We take more than what we need. The animals, they work throughout the day and they eat what they needed. We work throughout the day and stockpile and stockpile and stockpile, and stuff that we won't need for years and years and years, we stockpile. It's like what we're doing with ourselves is literally playing a game of who can get the most before they die, as we all collectively kill each other. As a species, as a human species, that's pretty stupid. No one's gonna come out the winner in this. We're all gonna There's gonna be one person saying, okay, I have more than you, but who are you gonna be talking to? What will you have with your stuff? You'll be alone with a bunch of stuff that was already here before you got here. Which means you were alone the whole fucking time, trying to get stuff that was already here before you got here. Now, I'm not saying acquiring a PS4. By the way, my little cousin Trey just got a PS4. That was awesome. I'm not saying that acquiring these things is bad. I'm saying that we're all here now. We can all collectively make these things and pass them out. What do you need? What do you want? If I had, I do tattoos for a living. I remember one of my friends. I told him, I said, I don't do it for a living, man. I just do tattoos. Um, he asked me. He was like, man, what do you get out of this? I said, man, I like doing it. Sometimes I like doing tattoos for free too. That sounds crazy. I don't like doing tattoos for free, but some of my best tattoos that were done for free. I like the idea of the art, but the concept of being able to share with somebody something that didn't cost that much to you. I remember I put some badass work on my homeboy Cepillo, even Shorty. Um, Man, they probably paid a bag of coffee or just nonchalant stuff, man. Probably added up to like $120 at the most. Where I was at, that was valuable. I guess rate of exchange and currency and all that, it clouds our judgment. It clouds our ability to think for one another, with one another. We can accomplish so much more if we collectively do things. Hey man, these people over here in this country far off are really hungry. Let's make sure they have the things they need to grow the food they want. Let's use this as a campaign so we can ask for money and say that we're helping them. We'll get most of the money and we'll say that we're feeding these starving people. Yeah, man, we'll call it a non-profit organization. We'll show pictures of kids and their ribs and all the stuff they're going through, and we'll ask for a shitload of money. We'll make it seem like we're taking them food. But check this out. How many of y'all know if you teach a man to fish, he's going to be fine for the rest of his life? But if you give a man a fish, once you leave, he's in search of somebody else to give him something. That's all I got today. I'll probably do another video. It just made me think. I'm sitting there watching the Nature Channel. Man, if you got food for thought, man, if you got food for thought, I'm not trying to get no one to think a certain way. Just want you to love each other. Yeah, I am. I want you to love each other. More than you do anything else, man. More than you're out there searching for money, more than you're out there searching for status, more than you're out there searching for females or males or whatever you're into. Love one another and watch how everything else just falls into place, man. It is for me.